Hi there, Taurus. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your reading for the month of March. If you haven't been to me before, there are two decks in front of you. The one on the left is an oracle deck. I take one card from that, and then a few tarot cards. The decks I'm using are the Angels of Healing and Hope and my old favourite, the Radiant Wise Spirit mini deck. I'll put the details together. I'll put the details for the decks that I'm using in the description, as well as I now have a buy me a coffee page. So if you feel you would like to buy me a coffee, despite the fact that I drink copious amounts of tea, I will happily receive one. Thank you very much. No expectation. It's there if you want to use it. Okay, so I need to cover the astrology with you just very briefly. I don't want to go on about it for ages, but it's really significant. On the 3rd, we've got a full moon in Virgo, and it's also a lunar eclipse. So this means that anything that's Virgoing in your life with regards to your appearance, your routines, your habits, your organization, so how you organize yourself, that may come to a head. If something has not been working well for you, you can expect that. But the big news is that it's like Aries is on steroids right now. So in Aries, we have already got Saturn, Neptune, and Venus. Now, Saturn is all about boundaries, restrictions, the ties that bind us, all those sorts of things, and they're being challenged. And then Neptune is what we dream and wish for. That's being challenged by Aries. And then also, or it's working with Aries. And then Venus is what we desire, what we long for, what we value. So you can see that on a globe, and it's all about leadership and independence. So you can see how this is now playing out on a global scale. And then it's coming in on the 10th of March. Mercury goes into Aries. This is now we're able to communicate. So we're able, it's the power of communication is now very strong. And then you've got on the 20th of the month, you've got the sun goes into Aries and it's the equinox. So you can see that we've got an awful lot going on in Aries, which, as I said, is about independence and about leadership, control, battles, all that sort of thing. So that will be diluted, yes, but it will come down to you. You'll be feeling that on a basis, an individual basis as well. Power struggles, all those sorts of things. And you are trying to cut the slavery. But if you are, cut the slavery. Cut those shackles, release yourself, be free, all those sorts of things to serve yourself. Focus on self-care. You've got here. Beautiful, beautiful card. Taurus for March. Now these typically take between 5 minutes or so, 5 or 10 minutes. And then I've gone through the astrology. If it doesn't fit, if it doesn't resonate, please don't try and communicate with, don't try and connect with if it doesn't feel right. Check out your moon and or your rising. If you don't know how to find out what they are, then do an online search for a natal birth chart, make it a free one. And there you'll find out about your sun, your moon, and your ascendant. Although you already know what your sun is. It works because we don't always operate from our sun energy. Sometimes our moon takes over. Okay, right. So focus on self-care. You've got at the very beginning of the month, you are empowered to defend yourself over something. This situation here, it's a quarrel or a situation at work where there's disharmony, and it's about something you do on a base. I want you to see that nobody's the winner here. It's literally conflict at work. It can be that there's conflict within the company and you're all fighting your corner together. So for example, this is if something happens in the company or your organization and you all need to stand up for yourself, for your rights, that sort of thing. And there's empowerment here. So this is the strength card is beautiful actually because it's gentle. So you do things, you are able to overcome and empower yourself and be powerful in a gentle way to overcome any conflict at work. Okay. And then in the middle of the month here, not in the middle actually, very soon after you've sorted this out, all of you, you've got here, there is some money coming to you. There is money here. It's harvested. It's there. You're looking at your future and you're looking at your financial situation and you're wondering if it's enough. Is this going to sustain me through? And actually, it is enough. There's plenty there. but you still are looking, and there's a slight of, I wish it could have been more, but there we are. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which tells me that you are building towards your future, your financial security, your stability. So that's kind of, I think your conflict here is around the financial situation, or it leads to the financial situation here. And then you end the month, you have been, the cards say, you need to take your blindfolds off and see something for what it really is. And that is with regards to nurturing. So I think you do too much for other people. There's conflict there, and actually it's time to focus on yourself. And that is a beautiful card. The Empress is a beautiful card to go with this, because she is all about nurture, maternal feelings, loving yourself, you know, all of those sorts of beautiful. It's Venus, so it's all about beauty. It's about, you know, going and getting your hair done, that sort of thing. It's all about that sort of generosity to yourself, really. So you need to do that, and that's what the cards are saying is, you know, this is going on, yes, at a very basic, very fundamental level, because obviously it's, you know, it's important, it's in your daily grind. But at the end of the month, you're being asked to take your blindfolds off and to do this, and actually to spoil yourself. And look at that lovely, this is the card of luxury, luxurious spending. This is the card of, I'm going to go shopping and buy myself those things that I wanted. I always call it like literally a bit of retail therapy, that kind of thing. It's that card. And that suggests that at the end of the month, there may be some of that going on. And it's needed, and it's with regards to your self-care. So it's worth it. You are worth it. You deserve it. And therefore you should have it. And that's what the cards are saying, because you think you're stuck. And actually, it's time to get the balance right. Okay, I hope that you found that helpful, Taurus. And I will be hitting YouTube in the next few days, because I've got a lot of decks that I need to unbox. I don't need to, I want to show you all these gorgeous new decks that we've got in store. I'll be doing that over the next couple of days. And then obviously I'll be back next month with next month's reading. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.